Yeah, absolutely. So that's quite fun. You're looking good, brother. So yeah, we're just going to be running live Facebook as you come up. So make sure you smile. I'm sure everyone will be watching.
Yeah, I don't think I can stop myself if I tried.
I can imagine. Anyway, I think you got a few stories to tell, eh?
Yeah, I hope so for sure.
All right, so get ready. We're going to start rolling.
All right, sounds good.
So just over here, we've got Josh. He's finally made it. That's the only way I can describe it. So this is the first time I've seen Skookum in real life. The sun's shining, beautiful day out here. So copy the guy. So yeah, this has been an epic for both Josh and more so even for Eric. He's plugging away down there. Eric's still got maybe 2 or 3 days to go. He will have been out for nearly 3 weeks. About 2 weeks behind his ETA. He thought he'd arrive here on the 5th, but I think he's going to arrive here maybe on the 20th, maybe a few days before the start. So lots of stories yet to be told, but anyway, here is the beautiful looking Skookum, and he'll be so happy to be here. Oh, I've got to remember to take photos. Just Jane and I in the rib today. Everyone else has gone out to breakfast. So whoa, that's a bloody shit. Good. Should have copped that one. Yeah, okay. I'm going to let him sail past us. Woohoo, he's happy. I'm going to park it right here and just let him sail past. So he's looking very cool. Very cool indeed. Yep. So, wow, nice paint job. We've seen all the photos and everything. Woohoo! So he's happy as. G'day, how are you? Looking good, looking very good. Sailing with no maintenance. I think what's happened here, he's a little bit down on the course because of the current. There's a huge current coming from north to south here. Not north to south, east to west. So looking very good. Wow, good to see you, eh? Yeah. Geez, you gotta watch out, Jane's on the bow. I forget there's a bit of a sea running. So I'm trying to pop shots here. So, yeah, absolutely. Okay, I'm gonna try and get around him on the other side. You right, Jane?
Yes.
Yep. I'll do another loop around here. And, wow. Yep. Jeepers, I needed the cameraman now. Okay. Yep, sun shining. So yep. Very cool. Okay, we're so happy to see him, because if you've been following the story, a couple of days out after he left, it was a bit challenging. Things weren't going right, and he was thinking maybe he'd head over to Florida, but he kept with it, and it's been a bit of a slog, but happy to be here now. Chuffing around with he's actually got a petrol outboard. That's an interesting subject, because normally, you know, well, for race rules it's got to be electric, but that's another story. And wow, the boat looks very cool though, very cool indeed. So, yep, I'll try and come through and get here so everyone gets a good look. So he's actually motor sailing at the moment. He's got the motor going, so give it a bit of a push. Good to see it. This is the first time I've actually met in real life, you know. His background is really interesting. A very accomplished mountain climber, rock climber, all that sort of stuff, or in the mountains, and he'd been doing it for a number of years. He's got a few claims to fame in the mountain climbing world, and he decided he had enough of that, wanted to change disciplines. So he built the boat, and this is his new dream, to sail around the world. And he's in the marine trade, in electrical and preparing boats and all that sort of stuff. So he's built a pretty impressive boat by the look of it. I've seen all the photos. So yeah, absolutely. We meant to bring you some fresh food, but completely forgot. You know, some bananas and bits and pieces. But anyway, long story. Yeah, that's our support boat down there. Yeah, absolutely. You got plenty of room inside there, but the current at the moment is running about 1.5 to 2 knots that way. That's why you're falling down, you know. Yeah. I'm probably blowing out the microphone at the moment. Oh, go right into the harbour. Just you got plenty of room. Just go right in. It's flat calm. Okay. Yeah. So we thought he would have come in last night, but just to be safe, he didn't know that we were all prepped to come out in the rib and everything. We could have probably got him about 10 o'clock last night, and it wasn't until he told us we got a message through that he was going to come in this morning. Then we realised that's the safe thing to do if you're in a new port and all that sort of stuff. But he'd been sort of stalling out there at the moment. And then we got message this morning, said he'd been about 7:30, so pretty much on time. Yeah, the boat looks good, and I can imagine how he's feeling. He's not stopped smiling. His teeth hasn't stopped smiling. He's obviously cleaned his teeth. So we've got to keep snapping happy snaps here. So a bit of a swell running out there. It's getting less and less now. Yeah. Yeah. Boy, you can really see this current. We're really sucking down at the moment, and he's trying to hold up. It was running at least 2 knots while we were sitting there waiting for him. So that's cool. What can I tell you? Yeah, so as I was saying, he's in the marine trade, and he's built an exceptional boat. The electrical system, the videos I saw of it, so on, it was really quite impressive. He built it from a B&B kit. Now B&B in the States have got a big history with all this. When we came up with the concept, I needed to choose a company to help us with all the 3D model of the boat, not a sailing model, but a computer model of the lines of the boat that could then be turned into a kit, and it was B&B that did it. And the thing that really surprised me, I knew they'd do a bit of a computer graphic video of bits and pieces, but I didn't realise how good it was and how good the guys are there. And I think that had a real bearing as well, because we were able to, when we launched the whole thing, we were able to show these impressive video clips from B&B that they'd put together, explaining the whole. It's like an instruction manual for building the boats, and it's now had like, I think it's about 90,000 views or something. So there's quite a few people out here that know what's going on. Whoa, there's a good shot. Big mega yacht coming up behind. I'm talking and not taking photos. I'll just slow down a bit here and let him come past. Boom, that's where we want it. That's cool. Okay. Petrol engine. That's the first 580 I've seen with a petrol engine. I think we'll have to get Fisheries Supply to airmail a electric motor. Jeez, check out this boat coming in here. Bloody hell. There's some serious mega yachts here at the moment. Yeah, just about run out of room to sail, Josh, because this current's pushed him way down, a lot further down than he would have expected. Okay, let's get up here. Hang on, Jane. Boom, boom. Whoop, 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 whoop. Wave, wave. Whoop. Bloody hell. Trying to get my camera going. Missed it. Yep. Well, sorry, Jane. That was a big one. I was just braking beside the boat, but fortunately, it didn't come in. Yeah, we might end up having to give it. Oh, it should get calmer in, but the motor's coming out of the water at the moment for him, so it makes it a bit challenging. You'll have some very interesting stories to tell. I'm certain of that. Yep, whoa, bouncing around here. Yep. When I'm stopped talking, I'm taking photos. Anyway, Bit of fun. Bit of fun. Ooh, I can smell that petrol engine. You're happy to have it. I mean, it's got a bit of grunt. It's quite a bit of horsepower there. So if we were out here with an electric motor, 1,000 watt, you wouldn't be doing what Josh is able to do right now, but that's why we now say that's the minimum electric engine you can have. Previously, years ago, 5 years ago, there wasn't a lot of choice, but now there's a lot of choice for electric engines, and I think we'll see more and more having slightly bigger ones with, maybe, because 1,000 watt is equivalent of 3 horsepower. And you probably 5 horsepower would be a lot better. I think the one he's got is maybe 6 or 7 or 6 horsepower or something. Chug-a-lug. Anyway, so yeah, he's having to head up. Might end up having to. We'll just see how he goes. If you keep going in close, it'll get calmer in there and you can head up. Yeah, he's cool. He knows what's going on. So, of course, the epic story with Josh is the fact that he had to trailer the boat from the west coast of America over to the east coast, which was like a huge run. Something like 3,000 miles or something. Took quite a while, but that was an adventure in itself. And then he didn't really get a chance to do much ocean sailing until he got this side, and that was just before he set off on this trip. Yeah, I think it's all over now. The wind is right on the nose, so you're going to have to motor or tack. Yeah. Hey Josh, it's okay to go in a bit and then come out. Yeah, because the current's still here. Yeah. Yeah, I think the current's can cause this because he was sort of like a pretty straight run into the harbour, but it does play havoc, and it reminds me of the challenges that Eric has. At the moment he's just to the north of the main current line, but if he comes around the south of the island of Antigua, he's going to run into the current, which is part of the course. So he's still got a few challenges there. And it's blowing maybe 15 to 20 here at the moment. But the wind is softer here. A lot of people don't know what happens. If you've got 20 knots of wind in the Southern Ocean and you had a certain set of sails up and you had 15 degrees of heel with that, say 20 knots of wind, you had 20 knots of wind here in the tropics with the same sail combination up, you won't have quite as much heel because this will sound really corny and I'm stretching the truth a bit to explain the principle. There's actually less air in the wind up here in the tropics. The pressure systems and so on make the wind a little bit softer, and it's a darn sight warmer, that's for sure. So quite a bit more comfortable. You can see he's motor sailing now with a bit of breeze, so he's got it set in the sail, and as he gets closer to the cliffs, this swell will disappear and it'll be able to motor a bit easier because the prop will stay deeper in the water. Anyway, beautiful design, these 580s. It's a sort of a multi-chine, not a multi-chine, there's only one main chine, but there's another one before you get to the flat hull plate down the centre line. And it's cool, it gives it a bit of building stability. Might be a little bit, you get initial stability, which is okay, but as soon as that chine hits the water, it helps things along. You've got South Atlantic wind vane on the back, and it'll be interesting to see how his opinion went with that. Sails look good, boat looks brand new, just come out of the marina, but he's just done a big trip, so all very good. He's still smiling. He's going to get creases on his face. And we're happy to have an American entrant in the race as well, so that's pretty cool. Sailing in America I won't say it's taken off, but it's certainly getting a lot more popular than it was for the general public. So if we went back 15 years, or even 10 years, it's starting to build. Sail GP sort of opened up a lot of things, even though that's completely crazy sailing, good fun. Not quite what we're doing, but and then long distance, short-handed races. Cole Brewer on the Global Solar Challenge. She got huge interest in. The whole pile of things happening to build the interest in sailing in America. And I'm sure there'll be quite a few following Josh now that he's made it this far, anyway. So then Gary Swindle went out to do his trial run the other day, but it had a few problems. So came back to sort that out. He's here. We've got a major briefing today. It's a safety briefing, and another reason that Josh will be happy because it's compulsory. So he's made it just in time for the briefing, which starts in an hour and a half. So I hope he's not too tired. Have just enough time to have a feed and have a drink, and then it'll be straight into the briefing. And anyway, Gary's going to stick around for the briefing, and then he's still got to do 750 miles solo non-stop to qualify. And that's going to create some delays, so he's contemplating exactly what he's going to do and how he's going to do all this stuff. So let's wait and see what develops. That's with question 2. Interesting name of the boat. I haven't asked him yet what it is. Anyway, you can see we're nearly there. I was going to keep this rolling, but maybe it's getting a bit boring. I'm not sure. Sure. Nice sunny day. But yeah, we won't be going all the way in with it. It's just good to meet him out here, and you get to see the boat, so you can officially say that Josh has arrived, and Skookum's on his way into the marina very shortly. Well, that sail's back-winded now, and the prop's jumping out, so here he goes. Ooh, he might just get it. Not as much swell in here, but there's still a little bit. Yeah, he's gonna put it up and try and motor it. So close. That's because of anyway, we'll be see. Yeah, there's probably the sea's died off a fair bit now. It gets a lot calmer shortly, so we should be able to go a bit better. Yep, there he goes. Geez, any of the other 580 guys watching this will be seeing the engine going flat stick and thinking, oh, why can't we have one of them? But it was a conscious decision to stick with electric motors, and I don't regret that. It's quite cool. Yeah. Okay, so I think this is going to take a while. How long have we been up, Jane? 17 minutes, that's probably enough. So he's on his way in the harbour, and we'll put him in the marina, and then later on today or soon we'll have a chat with him. And same with all the entrants. We haven't done any debriefs individually on what's happened. Everyone's been pretty busy or having too much fun, so we've still got a few things to do. And generally, yeah, safety briefing today, big party tonight, welcome party and reception that we're putting on with the Sailing Academy here, National Sailing Academy, and a few, I think the Governor General might be coming, and a few politicians and a few other things, so that'll be a bit of fun, and we'll go live with that when we do the presentation. So we'll see you later on tonight. Better show Josh in the sun, sign off. Okay, see you later.